Okay. So the story goes, I have my driver's knowledge test very soon. And, unfortunately, I cannot study because I never developed the ability to study. Ever in my life. So, I noticed that I'm pretty okay at paying attention to stuff when there's Subway Surfers or Minecraft parkour in the background. So, my idea is I have loaded the audiobook of the New Jersey Driver's Manual 2023 edition into AudioSurf, accompanied by YouTube's royalty-free background music. So here we go. Here we go. Part 1. This should take me about, 5 hours? Yeah, it's AudioSurf.
Chapter 1.
Oh god, I've already fucked up.
Driver license systems.
I'm so ready to learn.
A motorist who operates a motor vehicle in the state of New Jersey must carry a valid driver license,
Okay.
a valid probationary license, or
Okay.
a validated New Jersey permit. The
Understood.
motorist must also
I don't
carry
have any
valid
of those yet.
insurance, and a motorist who is a legal resident of New Jersey must be licensed in this state. NJSA
Well, that's what I'm working
39.
for.
A motorist who legally changes her name, marriage, divorce, order of court, must report the change to the MVC within 2 weeks.
No intention of ever getting
NJSA
married. That's
39
fine.
to buyers,
This track is
whichever
50
soon.
minutes long.
The out-of-state license must be surrendered upon
chapter
receipt
1.
of a new. All applicants applying for a REALID New Jersey driver license must provide two proofs of a New Jersey residential address. 1. OSNE
Two.
proof of
Two
full Social
proofs.
Security.
Not
6.
one.
Points of identification.
Not 3,
including
but 2.
documentation.
God
United
forbid
States
you
is
show
authorized
3.
under
If
documents
you
must
show
be in
3, they
English
shoot
or
you
be
on the
accompanied
spot.
by drivers under age 21 who possess an examination permit or probationary license
Oh,
shall not
shit.
operate a motor vehicle without displaying 2 visible reflective GDL decals, which are provided by the Motor Vehicle Commission.
Ah,
on the
yes.
license
I
plates of the
suck at
vehicle.
driving because I'm baby
NJSA
stickers.
39. Motorists under 21 years of age will receive a distinctive vertical format driver license.
The I can't drink
Altering
driver
a driver
license.
or a fine up to $1,000.
Oh,
and
that's
or
a lot
imprisonment.
of money. I cannot
Additionally,
afford that.
obtaining a driver identity verification.
ID,
All
yeah,
standard
okay.
New Jersey driver license applicants must provide 6 points of ID verification.
Ah,
by
6
presenting
points. The
documents that prove
DMV's
their age and identity.
personal hell.
All applicants must
Some
prove
papers,
identity
please,
or
shit.
prescribed.
Like, I know it's for
Use the charts
safety
on
and
the following
stuff,
pages
and
to
like,
select your documents or
prevent
use the online
identity
standard
theft and
document
shit, but
selector at
it just makes everyone's day worse.
www.nj.gov/mvc/license/docselector/index.htm.
I love when they read out the fucking
All
URLs.
Real ID
It's
New
so
Jersey
good.
driver or use the online Real ID document selector at https://www.state.nj.us/mvc/realid/selector.html.
Oh, the track goes hard.
First, www.nj.gov/health/.
Oh my god, it goes so fast every time he reads out URLs. Chill out, dude.
Property tax bill, statement, or receipt or any letter or correspondence received from the IRS or state tax office within the past year. Original
I don't know.
unexpired lease statement from a bank or
Honestly,
credit union issued
they're
within
saying
the
a lot of
last 60
adult
days.
words, and I don't really get
If
most
under
of them.
18,
I am an
statement from parent
adult,
or guardian certifying
but I don't
address of
feel like
applicant.
one.
A deed or title to real property.
In this
First-class
economy?
mail from Veterans Administration Universal Access Photo ID
Again,
card.
never even stepped on a
Official school or
battlefield,
college
never even
photo
held a
ID
gun,
card with
honestly.
transcript or school records.
I
with
know, very
applicant's DOB
un-American of
from
me.
any country. NJ firearm purchaser card.
Don't have one.
By NJ
Like,
municipality.
why does all of this have to be
For
so
NJ high
complicated?
School students. 2 + 1 + 6 = real ID.
2 + 1 + 6
Certified
equals
copies of
9.
NJ records are
Stupid.
available from the new one document.
Like,
from
what do
primary.
they do when people are just, like, illiterate?
For US
Like,
or
I guess
US
just
territory
sucks to
birth
suck,
certificate,
right?
Cert of health/vital/order-vital/jersey-city-hudson
Oh, chill out, bro, chill out, chill out.
U.S. military discharge papers, Form DD.
How many times do I have to tell you this lesson, old man? I've never
FAA
stepped
pilot
on a
license.
battlefield. The closest to a
college
gun
photo
I've held
identification
is a
card with
Nerf gun,
transcript.
sir.
Requires a minimum age of 18 in order to receive an unrestricted, basic driver license. Upon
I don't want
first-time
teens on
drivers
the
must be
road.
strictly
Get
adhered
off
to.
of my lawn.
Failure to must pass the MVCS knowledge and vision tests.
Oh.
Must pay required fee.
Do I have to do it without
The
my
MVC
glasses?
will validate
If
why
I do,
after
then,
training course completion.
I don't think this test is gonna be of
Step
any
2.
use.
Must practice unsupervised driving for at least 1 year.
Oh god.
L
I don't
decals
trust
attached to
myself
vehicle when
to
driving.
drive alone. I don't trust myself
Step
doing
5.
anything alone.
Must practice unsupervised driving for at least 1 year.
You said this part
Must
already
follow
for the other
probationary
track.
driver license restrictions.
Can we skip it?
Must have red
Can we
GDL
fast
decals
forward?
attached to must pay required fee.
And if you fail,
GDL.
pay it
Option
again.
C. Restrictions.
Regardless of how old you
No
are, you
driving
gotta
between
pay the
11:01
fee.
PM and 5.
You would think
No
that the
using
DMV
handheld or
just,
hands-free
you
cell
know,
phones or any
sucks
other
your
electronic
soul out
devices.
from the line directly, and then sells
Permit
that.
holder must no driving between 11:01 PM and 5 AM.
Oh, but
No
that's the
using
nicest
handheld or
time.
hands-free cell phones or any other electronic devices.
Boo.
Be
What if your
accompanied in the
car
front
is
seat by
electric,
an
huh?
adult supervising driver who
What
is
if
at
you've
least
got a
21
hybrid
years of
car,
age and who
huh?
possesses no using handheld or hands-free cell phones or any other electronic devices.
Oh, boo, you whore.
All GDL drivers under age 21 who
I'm
possess
good.
a permit or
I don't have to pay
probationary
attention to
license
this part.
are
I can
required to
just
display
vibe.
two visible corner of the
Honestly,
rear
what's the
license
point of
plate and
those
the other on the
decals?
top
Like for the
left corner of
police,
the
or
front
like to
license
warn
plate.
other
The two
drivers?
removable decals are provided
feel
at
like
the
people
time
would
a
just get
permit is
pissed
issued
off,
for a fee
you
of
know?
$4.
Like,
Additional
what are these
decals are
students
available for
doing on the
$4 per pair
road?
at
Get
any
out of
NBC licensing
the road.
center.
Go take the
3 to
bus,
13
you
and 39. 3 to
soybeans.
13 point NJSA 39. 3 to 13.1.
Stop
After
it
an
with the
applicant
math. I
fills
don't want to
out the
hear
form with
math.
his,
I'm here
her
to
personal
drive.
information, the instructor can purchase a permit at any MVC licensing center.
Oh, you can just buy that
Upon
shit?
completion of the approved driver training course and
Damn.
before practice
What am I
driving,
studying
the
for?
permit holder, all out-of-state drivers are required to purchase an examination permit within 60 days of becoming a permanent
How much
New
is
Jersey
that?
resident or when
Are you
his
gonna
or
list the
out-of-state
price, or are you
license
just gonna
expires,
keep
whichever
The
comes
price
first.
hidden so you can keep bumping it up every once in a
Out-of-state
while.
drivers who are under
Huh?
18 years of this
Fucking
state's GDL
cheapos.
program. Steps
Why is
outlined
the
for
piece of
special and
paper worth so
examination
much,
permit
goddammit?
holders. Permits may be
Same with
purchased
college,
at any
man.
MVC license are required to pass a vision screening test.
Oh
Knowledge
god,
and
I'm
road
like
tests
kinda
are
worried
waived
about
if you
that.
have a valid, non-probationary driver
Kinda
license
can't see
or a
shit without
certified
my
driver
glasses.
abstract. Out-of-state driver licenses must be surrendered when the MVC issues a New Jersey driver license.
Damn. Give up your identity.
Examination
You are New
permits for
Jersey
out-of-country
now.
drivers. NJAC 1321-8.2 and 1321-8.2A. International driving permits.
Spouting
IDP,
math at me.
and provides 6 points of ID verification and proof that his/her presence in this country is authorized under federal law. The
Listen, I
non-driver
haven't been
ID
kicked
must
out
be
yet.
surrendered if organ donation. You have the power to give others the most precious gift, life.
The most
At age
precious
14,
gift.
You may, when you turn
That's kind of a
18 and apply
subjective
for an
statement,
unrestricted
sir.
driver license,
I thought
or
you were
renew your
supposed to be
license,
the
you will be
unfeeling
asked if
AI
you want to be
voice.
included.
Give us your
Right now,
organs.
Tens of organs are shared according to a national list.
Mom says
Ethnicity
it's
or
my
wealth do
turn
not
on the
affect who
organs.
receives donated or you should share your decision with your family, so they will carry out your wishes at the time of death. Tissue
Yeah, I don't
want to
hear this, dude. I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
State.nj.us/mbc/driver topics/nextofkin.htm.
Next Ofkin.
Motor voter.
Motor
The National
boater.
Voter Registration Act, NVRA.
Oh,
requires
voter.
that motor visit www.nj.gov.
Oh my god.
/state
Slow down, slow down, bro, slow down.
Hearing
Jesus.
impaired. There are 3 commercial driver license. CDL,
I only need the basic one,
classifications,
please.
A, B, and C.
I don't plan
However,
on driving
no
any
one can
big
apply
old
for these
trucks.
licenses until she
Two
is in
trucks.
possession with a gross vehicle weight rating of 26,001 pounds or more, designed to transport 16 or more passengers, including the driver.
I don't plan on letting
A Class B
nearly
license
that
allows
many
the
people
driver to
in my
operate all
vehicle.
vehicles qualified
If
for all the
anything,
proper
I'd rather
endorsements.
have no one in my vehicle except for
Class
me.
C, any bus, including school buses, designated to carry 16 passengers or more, including the driver.
I ain't driving no kids. You kidding me? They're just gonna trash my bus.
The driver. NJSA 39, 3 to 10K, 39, 3 to 10.11.
It's just a bunch of numbers sometimes.
Commercial
What does
driver
it even
license
mean?
endorsement. S. School bus. Needed by all school bus drivers. Requires a knowledge and road test. Motorists who hold an S endorsement will also have to test for a P endorsement.
Ooh, big.
Both are required to operate a school bus.
I don't have a school bus and I don't
tanker
plan
vehicle.
on driving one.
Needed by
I'm not
operators
Miss
of vehicles
Frizzle.
Used to transport liquids or gas. in
I'm
bulk.
the lizard, not the
Requires a
lizard
knowledge
lady,
test.
okay?
The
What a
administration
pain in
for
the ass.
requirements.
Why do people work as drivers?
www.sm
I just want to
To
drive
get
a
a copy,
car.
Visit n.gov.
Oh shit.
Manuals
The
may
end.
also be obtained.
Oh shit, there it is. Oh fuck. Alright. You may notice I'm missing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just 10. It's because I believe 10 is about motorcycles, and I don't plan on driving a motorcycle because I enjoy life. The longest
Chapter 2.
bit. Oh my god.
New Jersey driver testing.
Yeah, that's what I'm here
Requirements
for.
a base, and they will make arrangements to secure an interpreter in your native language and pay the appropriate fees. Once an interpreter is secured, you will be contacted by an MVC
Interpreter
employee at the
secured.
appointment date. MVC
What
of
if
the
you're
need
just
for an
like
interpreter
stupid?
at
Can
least
you get
2
an
weeks in
interpreter
advance of the
for
date you acknowledge
big
test.
words? Like,
MVC
yeah, I'm just
approved
kind of dumb.
interpreters are
Can you
also
like
provided
interpret
deaf
for
or
me
hard
what it
of hearing
means in like
applicants.
layman's terms?
The MVC, an individual listed on the NJ Administrative Office of the Courts Language Services section.
Ooh,
Registry
fire.
of www.nj.gov.
Oh, here we go.
www.license/knowledge-test.htm.
Yeah.
Must be able to distinguish among red, green, and amber lights.
Oh, I can do that. Just,
Written. 80%.
you know, you can
or
tell
40 of the 50 questions
when the stop
must have
sign
correct
green. That's
answers.
all you need to see, really, right?
Come to a complete halt at any STOP sign and will never go through a red light.
STOP?
Hands on
Does
the
he not
wheel
know what
and
it
my mind on
spells?
the road.
STOP?
Talk safe.
Oh,
will
I
use
thought
a
you said
hands-free cell
toxic.
phone VC
Shit, I missed one.
/license/nikhil.htm to take the
Nikhil.
stop for Nikhil's safety pledge.
Nikhil? Is it
Voter
no kill?
registration. You will have to provide the 6 points of ID verification requirements and pay a fee.
Yeah, I know. No, please don't go
Road
over
test.
6 points again.
www.njmvc.gov. Appointments may not
www.
be made. Unsafe tires, smooth, cut, badly worn. Vehicle interior
Smooth like
is
a
not
shark.
unreasonably. No bell or horn that can be heard 100 feet away.
Beep beep.
Listen Motorcycle Manual, Chapter 10, for more
No,
specific
no, I will
information.
not. Thank you. And we'll switch it up. Let's do Point Man. Oh god, this one's 36 minutes long. That's okay. I'm ready. I'm here with Point Man. Come on.
Chapter
Hit
3,
me.
Driver Responsibility.
Wait. What am I
Safe
supposed
driving is buckle up. New
to
Jersey
do? Buckle up,
seatbelt
kiddo.
law.
Oh shit.
The driver is responsible for all.
Blue. What? Paint power-up turns every tile in your grid one color. Bring on the big
Passengers
clusters.
under age
Oh, okay.
18.
I don't know if I
Motorists
like
with
this
GDL
one.
permit, an infant seat must never be faced forward. To do so would be extremely dangerous. Always check the
they
label
might
on a car seat
die.
to find out the size and weight of the child. The seat
Don't
is
leave your
designed to
baby in
protect.
a hot, locked car.
Children under age 8 who are less than 57 inches, 4 feet, 9 inches tall must ride in either. A federally approved forward-facing child passenger restraint system that
Oh,
is equipped with a
he had to
5-point
read for a
harness in
second.
rear
Give
seat
him,
of
give
the
him,
motor
give him a
vehicle.
little bit. All right.
Once they children under age 4 who weigh less than 40 pounds must ride. In a federally approved
He
rear
keeps
seat
stuttering
of
in
the
this
motor
chapter.
vehicle.
It's so
Once
funny.
they outgrow, failure to comply with this law can subject a person to a fine
Fuck.
of not less than $50 nor more than $75, plus fees and court costs. NJSA 39.
Go to
3
jail
76.2
directly. Oh
D.
shit.
Airbags inflate at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour to protect adults in a front-end crash. An average
Only
sized adult
adults,
who is
though.
correctly belted is
If
not
babies
likely
get
to encounter the airbag until
Airbags
it is
get
fully
fucking
inflated.
destroyed. Just
For
do
individuals
not
who
bring
must
the
place
child.
children, seat, or
Do
because
not
the
do
motorist
that.
must monitor the child's
Bring,
medical
like,
condition.
put them on a bus.
A motorist should be able to brake smoothly and quickly. If the vehicle pulls to one side when it stops or a motorist feels a taut pedal or hears an unusual
Taut.
squealing or grinding, the brakes must be checked. With conventional disc and drum
Fuck.
brakes, a motorist should pump them gently after driving through water to test them and dry them out.
This,
the brakes in an
the
empty
descriptions
parking
of the
Chalk marks
stopping
can be made
were
on the
like
surface
mildly
to see if the vehicle
sexual.
can stop within. Someone may crash into the vehicle from the back. A motorist
Oh,
should
it's
have someone help
fine.
to check
They'll
the brake
live.
lights. Horn. A horn should not be overused, but a motorist should check it often to make sure it works. Use
Check
the
it
horn to
often in
signal
the
when
middle of
passing.
traffic.
When coming, properly inflated tires save money in fuel consumption.
Oh,
A vehicle should
save
not be
money,
driven
say
with tires
less.
that have less than. To
I could
hold
be
onto
using
the
that
road
money
properly,
on video
tires
games.
must match. If snow or ice dislodges from a moving vehicle, it could strike another vehicle or pedestrian, causing injury or property damage. A motorist
Or
is
just,
required to
make them
all
real
reasonable
cold.
efforts to remove accumulated
suck.
ice or if you suspect that someone is suffering from
Oh,
CO
fuck.
poisoning, it is important to immediately remove that person from the
Yeah.
source of the CO and call 911 for immediate medical attention, and try to get the victim to breathe fresh air while you wait for help.
Like, girlie, you need to
Starting
go
a
outside,
parked
touch
car.
some grass.
A 60-year-old perceives light about a third as well as a 20-year-old.
Well, I already
Inside and
perceive light
outside mirrors
pretty
should be
bad.
adjusted after
Just like
starting
look
the
around
engine.
and try not
A
to hit
motorist
anyone,
should
you
make
know?
sure
That's
his,
like the
her
gist
path
of
is
this,
clear
right?
By turn NJAC 727-15.8.
11 whatever 7 fit minus
-15.8.
15.8. I don't know,
Vehicle and
man.
property owners face fines of
I'm not studying for a
$250
math
to
exam.
$1,000. Idling stinks and it's against the law. Turn the
Idling
key and be idle free.
stinks? I'm sorry,
Hand
sir.
position.
You can't be using
The motorist's
language
grip
like
on the
that.
steering
Oh
steering
my
wheel
god,
can be
watch
thought
your
of as the face of the
profanity,
clock.
sir.
For normal drive, the steering wheel should be held firmly but not too tight, as steady as possible as the vehicle's speed increases.
It's back to
Both
being
hands should
vaguely
always be kept on
sexual.
the wheel, except
I'm
when
uncomfortable.
shifting gears or the motorist should never violently jerk the steering wheel while braking.
Do not
Listen
violently jerk
previous section.
anything.
Brakes and following section.
Sir, stop
proper braking.
sounding sus.
Or the wheel can be allowed to slip through the fingers, controlled slipping, to straighten when coming out of a
Controlled
turn,
slipping.
while both hands are always on the wheel to adjust as necessary.
That's just my entire life,
Hand
I
over
think.
hand steer. The vehicle will jerk to a stop quickly and wear out brakes and tires. Steady, gentle pressure should be applied to the brake to bring the vehicle to a controlled
Stop being
spot.
vaguely
With an
sexual.
ABS, a motorist
I don't want to
should
hear
not
about
pump
your
the brakes
steady,
or violently
gentle
jerk the wheel.
pressure.
Bicyclists, skateboarders, and inline skaters also use the hand signals noted above. In addition, instead of extending the left hand and arm
See,
upward
but
to
I'm not
indicate
studying
right
to be a
turn,
bicycler.
bicyclist palming the wheel with one hand while turning in reverse is dangerous and can
Palming the
result in
wheel.
failing the road test. A
I
motorist
swear
should
to
always
God,
remember
it's
that
not.
the front
It
of the
can't be
vehicle
just
will swing
me.
in the tap the horn to warn nearby pedestrians. When able to see past the tops
Yeah,
of
it's
the
never
vehicles
used as a
parked next to the
warning.
vehicle, stop
You know
and
it's
look
always
again.
a road rage thing.
Look back. The vehicle's tires should be no more than 6 inches from the curb.
Oh, that's where it ends? Oh, okay. Okay. I did not enjoy Point Man. I'm in it to win it.
Motorist should judge her speed control by existing conditions. A motorist should slow down enough to be able to see clearly and stop quickly in traffic.
I can see
Failure to do so
clearly
can result in a
now.
moving
The
violation.
rain is gone.
Always, a current list of safe corridor highways is available on the New Jersey Department of Transportation website at
Oh, give me a URL. Yeah.
www.nj.gov. Passing. A motorist must know the proper lane for normal
Oh,
driving
I thought
and
they
how to
meant
change
passing as in
lanes safely.
death. Oop.
The rules for when police cars, fire engines, and ambulances are giving warning signs, sirens, flashing lights.
Make way,
Trains.
make way.
When a train is driving on private property to avoid a traffic signal or sign is a motor vehicle violation. NJSA 39.
Well, what if it's
4 to
your
66.2.
property?
On rural roadways, trees or crops may obstruct a motorist's line of sight. A motorist should
Cut
always
down all
slow
the
down or
trees.
stop completely
Pull a
to make sure there is
onceler.
no cross. Obey posted
Man, all these
advisory
fucking
speed
rules.
limits, if any, at the entrance ramp.
Is
Speed
driving
up to
even
the flow
worth
of
it?
traffic when leaving the acceleration. When seeing a disabled vehicle ahead, a motorist should reduce speed and increase the space between her vehicle and the disabled vehicle. This may
Decrease
involve
speed
changing
and,
lanes. Be alert for
you know, start
pedestrians,
filming.
tow trucks, and/or police vehicles.
Especially if it's on fire.
Listen New Jersey before entering and avoid drifting into another lane. A motorist
Kansai
should always
drifto.
watch for vehicles that may drift into her lane as well. Check for curve ahead warning signs and
So
recommended
drift is
speeds.
bad? But what about my Mario
Interchanges
Kart?
of the
Can
other
I just
road.
watch what other
This
people
is
are
the
doing and
passing
do
lane
that?
of the when a yellow light follows a green light, a motorist must stop before entering the intersection,
Huh.
unless yellow appears when the vehicle is too close to stop safely. If the light changes while a driver is already in the
You know, I'm
intersection,
pretty sure
she should go
yellow
through
light
with caution.
means
Be
speed the
alert
fuck
for a
up for
stale
most
green light.
people.
Some vehicles, such as school buses, or vehicles
School
carrying hazardous
school
materials,
buses.
must always stop at railroad
If
crossing. When
if
driving
cactus
behind
is
one of these
cacti,
vehicles,
would
a
bus be
motorist
by?
must be prepared to stop. Even
Good
if the
for them.
signals do. When a school bus stops, all motorists traveling
They
behind
could be the
or
magic
approaching the
school
bus
bus
must
where
stop their
shit doesn't
vehicles
matter
at least
anyway.
25 feet away. A motorist should only proceed after
When
the
are we
bus
gonna get
signals
like
have
a
been turned
magic
off,
school
and
bus
even then,
live action?
She must watch
I
for
feel like
children
we're
or
well
persons
due
who
one.
have developed for frozen dessert trucks. NJSA 39.
Oh,
4 to
I thought they were gonna. I thought they
128.4.
meant stop for.
When approaching
Yeah,
or
stop for ice
overtaking
cream.
ice cream or frozen
Get an ice
dessert truck
cream.
from either, turn down your music.
Sorry, dude.
This
I
will
can't
increase
turn
the
my music
visibility
down
inside
because
your
you are
vehicle,
my
so the
music right
officer
now.
will be less. Tell the officer what you are planning to do before you do it. Stay calm and communicate with the officer.
Officer, I'm going to bring
Using
my
headlights.
hands to my eyes to
Proper
cry
use
a
of
little.
headlights is- The bright beam is for open country driving when there is no traffic in sight. The bright
Country
beam helps a motorist see
road,
farther
take
ahead
me
and peripherally or at a wider
home.
angle. A motorist opening a door into traffic may be liable for any crash with a moving vehicle.
Just
It
like
is
I gotta
safer for
go. I'm
passengers to
leaving.
exit a car emergency. A motorist should stop on the right highway shoulder and turn on emergency flashers.
In an emergency, flash everyone.
State law
Got
prohibits
it.
the use of handheld electronic devices, such as cellular telephones, while driving a
Or
motor
a
vehicle on
Nintendo
any
DS.
public road or highway. Using a handheld cellular telephone or texting device is a primary offense. Law enforcement may stop and cite a motorist specifically for these actions. Motorists are permitted to use a hands-free cellular telephone if it does not interfere with any federally required safety equipment or with the safe operation of the vehicle.
I
Although
mean-
the use of a hands-free cellular telephone is legal, it is strongly discouraged.
Yeah, because you
A
get
handheld
distracted.
cellular telephone may
mentally.
be used only in certain emergency situations, which include hazardous material emergency.
Yeah, shit's
Motorists
fucked. I
in the
kind of just
above
dropped
mentioned
all of the
circumstances must keep one hand
plutonium on the
steering
road.
wheel while throwing trash, debris or rubbish from a moving or parked vehicle is illegal.
Rubbish.
Litter is a safety hazard and an eyesore. Fines of
An
up to
eyesore.
$1,000 may
That
be
shit's
imposed on
ugly.
motorists
You're
found
going to
throwing
jail.
dangerous
Nice. Thank you for dropping by. I'm studying. I think that was 4, so let's move on to 5. Oh lord, another 40-minute level. Oh, nice lead-in. Thank you, YouTube.
Chapter 5. Defensive driving.
Oh god, not the defensive driving.
Prevent a
Honestly, best defense
Be alert.
is a good offense.
Never
Kill
think
the other
motorist
drivers
will not
first.
make a driving other vehicle
You don't
too
have to
closely.
follow the law.
Unexpectedly altering the speed of
You
a
just
vehicle is
have to not get
counterproductive to
caught.
the goal of and that ample warning time is provided to other drivers in advance of any lane change.
That's
Additionally,
not what
the
I've been
vehicle
seeing
should
on
be
the
kept
road
in the
so
center of the
far.
lane. The safe
People
flow of
kind of just
traffic cause
go,
drivers to swerve,
do shit, and
ultimately
you just have
result
to
in
know.
crashes, such as
I'm
rain,
pretty sure
snow, or
everyone,
fog, or internal
like,
determinants
speeds
like
up at
inadequate
yellow.
brakes. It is important to keep a
Like,
safe
I
distance
don't know
between
what
vehicles to
psycho
allow
state
sufficient
slows
reaction
down
time
at
and
yellow,
safe
honestly.
stopping distance. Stuff following distances.
See,
Always
that's
in optimal
Ohio,
operating
though.
condition.
Ohio is like its
Aggressive
own
drivers fail to
thing. I don't
consider
even
how their
consider
actions behind
Ohio
the
a
wheel
state.
may affect other motorists on the road.
Ohio is like
When behind the
an
wheel,
escaped
a motorist should
SCP.
always. These aggressive motorists may run stop signs and red lights, speed, tailgate, weave through traffic, pass illegally on the right.
I like
make
how they
improper
phrase
and
it like,
unsafe
oh,
lane
road
changes,
rage, like
make hand or
these
facial
drivers,
gestures,
as if
high
anyone
beams.
listening to this
In
is going to be
extreme
immune to
cases,
road
aggressive
rage.
motorists
You're all
may
gonna be
cause-
consumed by road
New
rage at
Jersey
some
is
point in
waging
your
a
lives.
campaign against road rage.
What do
The
you mean a
state has
campaign against
specifically
road
trained
rage?
enfor- to
People
report
are
an
just
aggressive
angry.
motorist call.
It's the
888
Northeast, dude.
SAFRO. Reaching for coins in pockets while driving up to a toll booth. Just a
Paying
wristwatch.
in coins. Just use
Watching
Easy
children
Pass,
or pets
dude.
in the shaving. Using a laptop
Shaving.
computer.
Who the fuck shaves on the
Applying
road?
makeup.
That's how you get cuts.
This law establishes driving while fatigued as recklessness under the vehicular homicide statute.
What's wrong with a little bit of vehicular
When a
manslaughter,
motorist
man?
has been, do not let rush hour traffic become irritating.
What is this, a
Defensively.
therapy
Always
session?
use
What do you
good
mean,
judgment
don't let
in
it be
stopping,
irritating?
starting,
It's gonna
and
be
turning.
irritating.
No, most people have trouble judging distances. Some
Yeah, I
fixed
can't
object ahead of
judge
the vehicle
distance
in
for
front.
shit.
Stopping distance equals perception distance plus reaction distance plus braking distance.
Oh my god, don't make me do
By
math.
keeping a
I'm just
reaction
trying to take
distance,
the knowledge test. Don't make me do
time and
fucking
distance
math.
relation
If
noted
I try
that
to do
heavier
math on the
vehicles might
road,
take
I'm going
longer
to
to
end up
stop.
in a crash. I've come
Only
to the
pass when
conclusion
signs
that
and
I'm
pavement markings
I'm probably
permit.
gonna be a shitty driver
Signal
anyway.
every lane vehicle is well
Oh,
ahead.
thank you for the vote of
NJSA
confidence.
39,
That makes
Ford
one of
87.
us.
Wet road surfaces can cause tires to hydroplane or ride up on a film of water.
If they
starting at
want
about 35
hydroplaning
miles
to
per
sound
hour,
so
which could
bad,
cause a
then why
motorist to lose
does it
control
sound
of his
so
per
sick?
vehicle. Spin. A lower gear should be used. When stuck,
See, I'm
rock
a
the vehicle
filthy
back
gotcha
and forth
game
by
player,
shifting
so
between forward
if
and
I have
reverse
money to burn,
escape.
I can just burn it at home.
Motorists are
I'm gonna add like
NJAC
17
727
games to my
minus
Steam
15.8,
library every time there's a
727 minus
like a summer
14.3.
sale, and then play
Poor roadway
maybe
or
one
weather
or two of
conditions
them.
required so that it takes
Honestly,
at least
once I
12
get the
seconds
knowledge
to get
test
to.
done
While
and I
driving
start
at
the
25 miles per hour
actual
on a clear road in the
driving
city,
practice,
a motorist should be able to see
I
about a
think
block
it should
ahead. When
it should be a
traffic is
cinch
heavy,
from there.
extra time to
It's really
react
just
is
the
necessary,
knowledge test
which means
that's
driving
like in
more
the way
slowly.
right now.
By avoiding crashes is up to the motorist. Look, listen,
Look.
think.
Oh, I thought he was prompting
Highway
me to
driving.
look, listen, and I'm like,
Traffic
oh, okay.
crashes and deaths can
Like,
happen
what do
on
you need me to
highways when
listen
the weather
to?
is good. A motorist should always be on the lookout for signs that warn of road hazards. These include
Road
hills,
work
dips,
ahead.
narrow bridges, bumps,
Yeah, I
and railroad
sure hope
tracks.
it does.
Drive slow. Sometimes it is necessary to redirect
Yeah, everyone
traffic
thinks
from its
that
normal
people
path
from other
around the work
states
zone.
are the dumb
Motorists
drivers.
may encounter a detour onto another roadway
It's
to
like
bypass the work
weird
area or a
state
diversion onto a
patriotism,
temporary
even though we
roadway,
all hate
such as a
ourselves
median
here.
crossing and end
I
road
saw a
work sign
chart
or the
once
last
that said,
temporary
like,
traffic control device, so
like,
motorists
oh,
can
like,
resume normal
what
driving. For
what the
illustrations
average
of
person
signs and
of this
barricades
state,
used in construction
of like
zones,
every
see
state,
the driver safety
considers
section
the
at the end of
worst
this
state.
manual.
A lot
When
of states
traveling
said
through a
like,
work
oh,
zone,
New Jersey
annually,
or
there are nearly 800
Florida
fatal and
or
over
something, or
37,000
Texas.
serious injury crashes in work zones.
And New
In
Jersey
addition,
was the only one that
congestion and
said
delays may mount,
like
causing the
themselves.
frustration level
Like
of
New Jersey
motorists
said,
to
yeah, it's
rise.
New Jersey.
Motorists should keep the following basics. Note the posted speed limits
God,
in and around
how many
the work
times
zone.
am I gonna have to hear them say,
Minimize
don't speed, don't
distractions.
tailgate,
Avoid
don't
changing
fucking,
radio
like,
stations or
read
talking on
signs. Are you
hands-free
literate,
devices when traveling through a work zone.
dumbass? You're
Expect
listening to the
unexpected.
audiobook.
Keep an eye
I'm
out for
assuming you
workers
can't
and their
read.
equipment. A
Like,
motorist
there's the
should always be
unironic,
prepared
like,
for any problems
problem
that
of
she may
illiteracy,
encounter while
and then
driving.
there's the ironic,
Certain
like, wow,
situations require
people
the
who are
motorist to
literate
react
can't even
immediately
read.
to avoid signal a turn
See,
and
like,
slow
most of
down
this
to a safe
this
speed before
information,
turning
I'm not
off.
going to absorb at
Once
all.
the vehicle is pulled to the shoulder,
Like, honestly,
turn on the
most
parking
of it
lights or
is
emergency
just gonna
warning
be
lights.
shit that I
Never
learned
block taillights at
on the
night by
job, on
standing
the
or
road.
working behind about
Like,
120 paces.
who's actually gonna
Raise the
learn
hood.
everything they need to
Tie
know
a
about
white
driving
handkerchief
from
to
the
the
fucking
antenna or left
manual,
door handle as a
honestly?
signal.
It should be
If
like a
vehicle's wheels
video,
drift
if
onto the
anything,
shoulder of the road,
you know?
do not try to turn
Or
back
like
onto the pavement
a
right away.
simulator, one of those
This might throw
simulator
the vehicle
games.
off balance.
If there was an open-ended,
Power
like,
steering failure.
write an essay type
When
part
an engine dies,
to the written
a vehicle's
exam,
steering will fail.
it would be like
the motorist should
that
keep a
that
firm grip
scene
on
where
the wheel
SpongeBob
because
is like,
extra hand power will be needed to
blankety
turn or keep
blankety
control.
blank, and then he
The
just
vehicle
writes
should be
the,
brought to
and
a
then that's
stop
his
in a safe
entire
area
essay.
off the roadway.
That's what I would
The
feel.
motor
Oh yeah, it's
headlight
all
failure.
multiple choice. I've actually
Emergency
taken it
flashes or
and
turn
passed it
signals on and
before,
call for help.
but I had no reason to
Gas pedal
actually
problems.
go out and get
If a
the
gas
license,
pedal
and that
sticks,
was like
the
years
motorist should
ago,
keep
so
his
it
or her eyes on the road
expired,
while
and now I gotta
quickly
take it
shifting to
again.
neutral. When windshield wipers stop suddenly during rain or snow, the motorist should slow down, pull to a safe area off the roadway, and turn on emergency flashers. Call
Oh,
for help if
that kind of
necessary.
reminds me of this one time. I was on
No
the way
matter how
home from
careful
like
a
Saturday
motorist is,
school
emergencies do arise.
because I was a
It
nerd,
is important
and
reaction could
it was
save
a
the life of the
massive
motorist and
fucking
his, her
snowstorm, like the
passengers or
biggest
others
we've had,
involved.
like we had
Above
had.
all,
that
seatbelts
entire
should always
decade.
be worn while driving.
And
If a
we were
motorist
stuck in
sees
the
that
school
his,
for
her
like
vehicle may- one
an
of these
extra
things can be
4
done.
hours, and then
Stop,
when the bus
turn,
finally
or
got
speed
there,
up.
the windshield wipers were
Stop
broken.
quickly.
So
If the
every time
vehicle
there
has
was a
conventional
bridge,
disc
they would
and
have
drum
to
brakes, the
stop
motorist
and like
should pump the
manually
brakes to
clear
gain
the
better
fucking
control and
windshield.
steer
It
brakes
was
too
pretty
hard
cool.
and holds
Like
them
as
down.
as a
If the vehicle
an
has
8th grader,
anti-lock
I
brakes,
thought,
it
you
will
know, this
adjust
might be where I
automatically
die,
if a
but
wheel
like,
begins to lock.
you know,
With this
it's
brake system,
at
a
least
motorist can put maximum
in
pressure on the
in a
brakes and retain
snowstorm. I
steering
enjoy
control
snow.
without this could cause cause skidding or loss of control.
This is like the fucking seventh
up.
time they've been talking about
Sometimes
skidding,
it is
and I'm
best
like,
or necessary to
you've
speed up
said
to
it all
avoid a crash.
before.
This may happen
Listening
when another
to you
vehicle
say
is
it
about to hit
isn't
a
gonna make
motorist's
me
vehicle
get
from
it.
the side or from behind,
The only
and there is
time
room
I'm
for
gonna
the
get
thought
it
to get out
is
of
when I
danger.
actually start
A
skidding and I'm
motorist
like,
should
oh,
push the
that's
gas
bad.
pedal to- The motorist should choose to hit something that will give way, such as a bush or shrubs, rather than something hard.
You know,
Choose
just
to hit something moving in
hit
the same
something that
direction,
will
rather than
give way,
something
like
that
a
is not moving.
pedestrian.
Choose to hit
You know,
something not
instead of a
moving,
tree.
rather than some.
Yeah, you gotta choose to
Rear
run into
crash.
something.
If a motorist
Like
witnesses
I guess the
a crash or
crash
involved
is
in
like
one,
a given,
she
you
should
know?
follow these tips to help protect everyone
Like, it's
involved.
not like, oh, like, here's how you
Stop
avoid
the
a
vehicle.
crash. It's just like, well, you're gonna
Remain
crash. We know you are.
Assume the worst and get help. Notify the police. Call an ambulance. If someone has been killed, do not move the body or permit anyone to
Holy
move the
shit.
body until the police or ambulance arrives.
If you fucking hit someone,
If the motorist
And
is
they
involved in
die?
the crash, she
That
can help
sucks.
the police by answering as many questions as possible.
turn
and by
yourself
giving them
in,
as many
loser.
facts. If the motorist is shaken up, she should see a doctor as soon as possible.
if you're shaken up from just killing a person, just go see a therapist about it. I don't know.
Chapter 6. Drinking, drugs,
Oh,
and
here we go.
health ability. Alcohol may make a motorist overconfident.
Yeah, they got
and
a whole
unable to think
chapter for
clearly.
this. They know we're
Motorists who
alcoholics
drink
here.
may in
I
New
mean,
Jersey, it is
honestly, I
illegal
don't
for
even
an
really
individual
need
to
to
drive
listen
while
to
under
this chapter
intoxicating
because
liquor, narcotic,
I don't
hallucinogenic, or
drink.
habit-producing drugs,
So,
or with a VAC of
I don't think I'll have to
0.08%
deal
or
with
higher.
this fucking problem.
NJSA 39.
But, you know,
4 to 50
we're here
for
already.
individual.
Honestly,
The
I
risk
just
for
kind of
causing
want
a
to
motor
hear
vehicle crash
what
levels.
interesting
The
things
risk
they
is
have to
6
say
times
about
as
drunk
great when
drivers.
driving with referral to an intoxicated driver resource center. IDRC fines.
Yeah,
and
go to fucking
installation of an
AA,
ignition
you
interlock
alcoholic.
device. If someone drinks too much, do not let them drive. If no other transportation is available, suggest a nap or invite the guest to stay the night. As a last resort, notify the police. Hosts may become involved in a lawsuit.
Just order
if the
them a
guest is
fucking
involved
Uber.
in a
What the
drinking
fuck are
and
you
driving
talking about?
crash after leaving the party.
Wow, they're even talking about designated drivers.
The motor driver,
Oh
when
god,
attending
once I
functions
get my
where alcohol
license,
will
if
be
my
served
friends ever
shows
invite
maturity
me
and
out drinking,
consideration for
I'm
other motorists who share
automatically the
road.
designated
More
driver.
information. Drugs that may affect basic driving skills include cold pills, tranquilizers, and some prescription medications.
Yeah,
Never
I'm gonna
mix
get
drugs
fucked
without
up on
asking a medical
NyQuil and then go
professional about
driving.
possible marijuana is the drug most often found with drivers involved
Oh my
in crashes.
god.
Affect a
We've
motorist
already
in the following
legalized
ways.
it. Shut
Loss
up.
of tracking ability.
We don't have to
This is the
arrest
ability
people
to
for that
maintain a
anymore.
vehicle, essential for safe
Honestly,
driving.
they said something
Side vision
earlier
helps them
about
look ahead.
seeing something without corrective
Distance judgment is
lenses.
all-
If
bad
that's
distance
true,
judgment
that I have to
often
do
causes
something
crashes.
without my lenses, I'm kind of
Hearing.
fucked.
Hearing is more important to
I'm
driving
blind
than
as
many
hell.
people think.
Clean finish. Wow. What section is this? If you hate
Chapter
yourself,
7.
don't
Driver
drive.
privilege and penalties. Privilege.
Get fucking fined, idiot.
Driving 3 months to 1 year license suspension and possible interlock device requirement during suspension and for 6 months to 1 year following restoration.
I love
For
this. I love
offenses
this.
occurring on or
random
after December 1st,
BGM.
2019.
That's just kind of
VAC of 0.08%
like
to
melancholy
0.10%.
track while this
Must install
TTS lists
ignition
out
interlock device for 3
everything that
months.
they'll tag you
License
with
suspension,
over the course of your
forfeiture, until ignition interlock
your
device
driving
is
career.
installed.
Like, it
Forfeiture,
sounds so
until
intense.
Ignition interlock device is installed. 0.15%.
Like, oh man,
Must install
I'm
ignition
going straight
interlock
to-
device
I'm going
for
straight
period
to
of license
jail.
Suspension. Abandoning a vehicle. Motorists who abandon their motor vehicles on or along limited access highways for 4 hours or more without permission are subject to a fine of not less than $100 or more than $500 and possible loss of driving privileges for up to 2 years. Range from $500
I
to
just think it's like really
$1,500.
funny
NJSA
if someone like
39.
reports like,
4 to
hey, a
77.1.
weird car just like
Also,
pulled up into my
motorists
fucking
who do not
driveway.
remove snow or ice
I
from a
don't know who
vehicle
this
before
person
driving
is,
are
and they're
subject
like,
to a fine of
how long have they been
$25
there?
to $75,
And you're like, oh, you know, they've been
regardless of
here
whether
for
any
like
snow or
5
ice
hours,
is
and they're like,
dislodged from the
sorry,
vehicle.
can't do anything until it's been
Highway
2 days.
construction zones.
Get fucked,
Speeding
I
or
guess.
other moving hit and run.
Oh, it would be
A
so
hit and
fucking
run
funny if I
involving bodily
failed.
injury or death
Like, I'm not
results in
gonna
a
do it
fine
on
of
purpose for the bit, but
$2,500
wouldn't it
to
be so fucking
$5,000
funny?
and or 180 days in jail
I do a
for the
5-hour
motorist.
stream listening to the
addition,
manual
for
and
a
I
first
fucking fail
offense,
anyway.
The motorist loses his her license.
Oh
Fine
yeah,
of
if someone asked me how I
$750,
passed.
Jail sentence for not more
Yeah,
than 5
you know, I
days and up
listened to
6
the
months
manual
additional
while-
license and or registration suspension.
Well, you know, playing some
NJSA
Subway Surfer
39.
shit.
Driver license
Yeah, it's
suspension,
basically
1 to 2
like
years, and
practicing
possible
how to
court ordered
drive.
imprisonment
I'm
for 39,
navigating
3
the
to 40.
lanes and I have to avoid hitting
Driving
shit.
while licensed, a $75
Like, I think people
administration
just
fee
suck at driving in
payable to the
general, like
MVC
everywhere.
is required-
And
is
like
required
everyone just
prior
wants
to
to
attending the
believe that
class.
it's other states' drivers, but no, it's
Completion
everyone.
of this program will result in a
Because
visit
what the
MVC
fuck is in
website,
Ohio?
www.state.nj.us/MVC.
Like genuinely? Like who lives in Ohio? I
Mature
swear there's
driver
gotta be
program.
like 4 buildings in
A mature
Ohio.
driver should constantly re-evaluate his/her
Like
2
last time I
points
went
will
to
be
the
added to a
DMV to
driving
get the
record for
permit to
traffic
take the
violations
test.
committed in
It was
motorist
like
goes without a violation or
3
suspension,
hours of
and the
wait
motorist's driving privileges
just
remain
to
in
get
good
that
standing,
permit to
but
take the
point total
test,
will
and it took
NJSA
fucking
39,
$10 and 2
5 to
minutes
30.9.
for that entire errand.
Traffic laws
3
are
hours of
enforceable
fucking
on
wait.
highways and
Like the
maintained
people
by
were
government
alright,
entities.
like like everyone kept to themselves, but
Interstate New
the
Jersey
longest fucking
belongs to
wait,
2
people
interstate
weren't.
compacts.
I heard the
Member
same
states
numbers get
exchange
called up like
information to ensure
7
motorists
times.
comply
It's just
suspension
like
in their home state until they
170,
meet
go to
those
B,
terms.
and your
Protection
number is
cannot
like
be detained
180.
out of
So you're
state.
like, oh cool, we're
Currently,
like on the
44
way.
states of the
And then
compact,
10 minutes later,
Alaska,
you hear just
California,
170,
Michigan,
go to
Montana,
B.
Oregon, and Wisconsin
And it's
are
just like, oh my
non-members.
god, 170,
The
where'd you
compact does not
fucking
apply
go?
to parking or
Please,
standing
God.
violation.
Man, why can't people just like wait for their shit instead of being like, I can't wait for this, I'm gonna go out and then miss my cue and then be upset when they give up on me.
Chapter 8. Sharing the road with others.
New Jersey
It is important
sharing.
for motorists, pedestrians, bicyclists, skaters, riders of motorized scooters, and other
Skaters. Who the
non-motorized
fuck is
vehicles.
skating on
Sharing the
the
road
highway?
means being a vehicle pedestrian crashes have a 5% fatality rate if the car is going 20 miles per hour.
If
but
we
the rate
work
jumps to
together,
85%
we
at
can
40
raise
miles
that
per hour.
number even higher.
When stopping for a crosswalk on a multi-lane road, a motorist should stop approximately 30 feet before a crosswalk to avoid blocking visibility of a motorist in the second
Honestly,
lane.
in love with the implication that we need to
Motorists should
tell
watch for
people
signs that mark
to
special
not get
hazard
run
areas,
over.
such as school zones, bus stops.
I feel like I'm
cautiously
losing
along
brain
roadways
cells
with on-street
listening to
parking,
this.
as
Maybe
only on
they're
the proper
minimizing
signal.
future
Look all
damages.
ways
The less
before crossing.
brain cells that
Avoid
you
crossing
have,
and
the
at
more
night,
likely
wear light clothes and
you
carry a white
won't
handkerchief
lose
or
anything
light. It
important
is not good
if you do
practice to
get
wear
hit by a
headphones
fucking
while
car.
walking or
Don't
A
run
motorist
blind
must
people
stop when
over. Yeah, like of the
A
5
motorist
hours
should
of
increase following distance
content
behind a truck,
in this
tractor trailer, or
this
bus so its
audio
driver can
manual,
spot a motorist's vehicle in the rearview
there's
mirrors.
maybe like
Never
a
tailgate
solid
or
30
remain
minutes
sandwiched
of
between trucks,
not so
tractor
painfully
trailers, or
obvious
buses. A
content.
motorist. A copy of the New Jersey Moped Manual may be viewed online at www.njmbc.gov.
I'm not driving a fucking moped. Like, this
Under
is
New
so
Jersey
far
law,
into the book, too.
bicyclists, skateboarders,
Like, could
and
you
inline
imagine
skaters
going
have the same
through
rights
8
and
chapters of
responsibilities as
this?
motor vehicles. While
Like, imagine
bicycles
going
ridden
through
after
8
dark
chapters
must
of
have
this and
front
being like,
rear
oh,
lights
wait a
and rear
minute.
reflector.
This
These
is for
illumination devices may be
cars.
hard for a Examples of motorized
Mhm.
scooters include, but are not limited to, pocket bikes,
Pocket
sport
bikes.
scooters, super pocket bikes,
Super pocket
mini
bikes.
choppers. Are vehicles with motors
Yeah,
not
what the fuck
manufactured
is
in
a
compliance
super
with
pocket
federal
bike?
motor vehicle safety standards and which have no permanent federal safety certification stickers.
Yeah, it
affixed
sounds
to the
kind of
vehicle by
fucking
the
sick.
original
Maybe I should be
manufacturer.
driving a super pocket bike instead.
The following are not motorized
Where's the manual
scooters.
for that?
Never race a train to a crossing. Do not be fooled.
Ne-
Trains
Never
can appear
race a
as visual
train
or
to a
optical
crossing.
illusions.
Oh yeah,
The train you see is
I'm
closer and
fucking.
moving
I'm gonna
faster
beat
than
that
you think.
fucking train.
Understand that trains
I'm either gonna
cannot
beat
stop
that
quickly.
train or it's gonna
A freight
beat
train
my ass
traveling
and
at
I'll
55
fucking
miles
die.
per hour can take a
But
mile
one of
or
us
more
is
to
gonna
stop.
lose.
Trains always have the right of way. Your vehicle
Trains
box
always
in on
have the
railroad
right of
tracks.
way is like a
Only
threat.
proceed
That's
through
not like
railroad
a
crossing when
a
there is
law,
room on
that's
the
like a
other side
threat.
to get completely
the
across
train
tracks
will
without
have the
stopping.
right of way.
Trains can be 3
Just
or
so
more
you
feet
know,
wider than the tracks on
If
both
you
sides.
do decide to
If your
be a
vehicle ever
jackass
stalls
and
on
try to
railroad
race a
tracks,
train,
get out immediately
you
move
will
quickly
die.
away from the vehicle and track. Additionally, at the request of, or upon a signal by putting up the hand or otherwise, of a person riding or driving a horse-drawn vehicle in the opposite direction, the motorist must stop his/her motor vehicle and remain stationary for as long as it takes the horse to pass.
Who the
4 to
fuck is
72.
riding horse-drawn
Horse-drawn
vehicles
vehicles and
in
horseback
Jersey?
riders fly.
Imagine
A light
being
must
stuck
be
in
displayed
traffic
on the
behind
front
a
of the horse-drawn.
fucking horse on the
30
highway.
minutes after
Ye old horse manual. Yeah, ye old horse manual is just like your Uncle Bob who gave you the horse in the first place.
NJSA 39 to 3 minus 4, 39.
3
10 to
minus
11,
4, 39. 10 to 11, 6b minus 1.
6b2.
Am I in algebra
New Jersey law
again?
states PIF.
All I want to see is like a
39
too
to
fast
8
for you
minus 2.
license plate on like a
NJAC
Prius.
1320 minus
You know?
7.2.
Like something
In addition,
super fucking
all
slow.
diesel fuel, passenger registered vehicles.
Like a
model
too
year
fast for you on like a
1997 and
horse-drawn
newer,
carriage.
More than 5 model years old, with a GBWR of 8, the OIFP can file criminal charges that can result in incarceration. It may also impose civil fines of up to $15,000 for each violation. NJSA
Don't commit tax fraud,
1733A-5.
kids.
In addition, a person convicted of insurance,
insurance
fraud,
fraud, I
could lose his,
guess.
her driver
If this is really the country of the free, why do I have to pay taxes? I thought everything was supposed to be free. And the last one.
Chapter 11. Appendix. Driver safety. Court penalties will be imposed for stealing or damaging airport, traffic, or railroad crossing signs or equipment. Traffic signals.
Oh, that reminds me of
when
like
traffic signals are hung
like
vertically,
when like
the red
people
light is
steal
always on top.
fucking
the yellow is in the center.
like traffic
the
shit.
green light is third in line.
It reminds me of
If
this
there is a
one
green
TikTok
arrow, it
trend.
is always
I
on
forget
the
what the
bottom.
fuck it was
When
called.
the lights are horizontal, red is always
but
on
it
the
was
left.
literally all about like, oh, like look at this
Red light.
ridiculous thing that I
A
stole, and
motorist
most of it
must
was
stop
kids
before the intersection
like
or
stealing like
crosswalk and
soap
remain
dispensers
stopped
from their
until the light
school.
changes.
Some people took it a
Motorists
step
should stop
further and
before
were like,
entering the
look, I stole a
intersection or
fucking
crosswalk,
traffic light.
Unless her vehicle is so close to
Yeah,
a
TikTok
motorist should
TikTok is a
proceed through the
place.
intersection. Motorist service signs have white letters or symbols on a blue background and provide
I
information about
can't
motorist
read.
services.
This sign won't stop me because I can't read.
Regulatory.
Honestly,
White dashed lines separate traffic lanes
I feel
on
like this
multi-lane
glossary
highways.
section is
Double yellow and
literally
white
the
solid
only
lines
thing
prohibit passing.
that is
Do
actually
not cross
teaching
the
me
solid
road
yellow line
rules.
to
Most of
pass.
the other shit was just
Stay
like,
in the lane.
we know
Keep
you're
to the
gonna be
right when
awful
driving
at this.
slowly.
This is what happens if you're
Yellow
awful
solid
at
and dashed
driving.
lines will also indicate
Like half
hours
of the
that
shit that
HOV
they were
lanes are
talking
in
about in this
operation.
manual registered
HOV
to me
lanes may
as
also
like
be
the
marked with white diamonds
the
painted
whole
on the
like you
pavement of
can't
the lane.
stack a +2 on a +2.
Special warning
Like
signs.
that rule in Uno. Like
These signs alert
I'm not
motorists
gonna
to
listen to
slow-moving
that.
vehicles. Trips on the
Oh
highway
yeah,
or
like
shoulder
as
that
far
are
as
put there to
I'm
alert
as
the
far
motorist
as I'm
that there is a
fucking
decision
concerned,
point ahead, such
all
as a
like
four-way
ad
intersection after
cards
miles of
can be
uninterrupted
stacked
travel.
on
As
top
the
of
strips
each other.
vibrate the steering wheel
It
and
just
make a
adds
noise,
tension, you
they
know?
will wake the motorist which is more
Speed
raised.
bumps are just it's the
A
brain
roundabout
shaker.
is a one-way,
You know,
circular
like when you're
intersection in
a
which traffic flows around a center
7-year-old
island.
in the back of your
Roundabouts are
mom's
designed
car,
to meet the needs of all
and then
road
she
users,
hits that speed
drivers,
bump a little bit
pedestrians,
too
pedestrians with
fast,
disabilities, and
and then it
bicyclists.
jostles your
A
entire
roundabout
brain in your head.
eliminates some of
The same kind of effect as leaning your head on the bus window. I can't believe I listened to the entire fucking manual, minus the motorcycle part. The entire fucking New Jersey 2023 driver's manual in audio surf. Good lord, yeah. It was fun. I mean, I wasn't gonna get through this manual, reading it? In this economy? This attention economy? Nah. If I can't have my Subway Surfers ass gameplay in front of me, you know I'm not paying attention to it. Yeah, but thank you for watching, thank you for being here. And I'll probably stream some other shit next time. Peace.